Thanks for joining us, everybody. Now we're here with Emily Fox, Arsenal player. Emily, thank you so much for joining us. How are you after the full 90?
Yeah, disappointed, but we have a lot of games coming up, so disappointed, but we have Spurs coming up on Saturday, so take the lessons from this and then focus on that game.
Emily, it's Ali here. We know you're disappointed. We do want to shout you out and talk about a bright spot in the game, which was your goal. We were cheering for you so loudly over here. Could you just walk us through how you got so high on the pitch and how you found yourself in the box scoring that goal?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just off of a second ball type thing and then played it to Beth. And yeah, I was high for some reason, but stayed up there and was able to get, the second ball and kind of head it over the goalkeeper.
Congratulations on your goal.
Foxy, it's Kelley. I'm sorry about the result today. I thought you played fantastic. You were fantastic on both sides of the ball. Where do you guys go from here as a team? You said you have a lot of fixtures coming up, but just talk us through what you guys do after this result.
Yeah, honestly, we're extremely disappointed. I thought we had a great first half, and then, 60 minutes in, I think the momentum changed for us, and they had the momentum, and they capitalized on it with the 3 goals. So I think for us, a lot of lessons. And again, we have 2 more games before the break against top opponents. So we have to learn from this and bounce back quickly, but it's really nothing new in the sense of how the season is with Champions League, WSL, and just kind of all the fixtures we have.
Glódís, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on scoring that winning goal for Bayern Munich. How are you feeling when you scored, and how's the emotions been since the full whistle?
Thank you so much. Obviously, it was an incredible feeling. I think we deserved that 3rd goal. We had a lot of momentum in the second half, and I think could have been anyone that scored the goal. But yeah, it was an incredible feeling for the whole team to kind of put the cherry on top and actually turn it all the way around to a win. Yeah, it's an incredible feeling, and after a rough first half, it was really nice to celebrate out on the pitch with our fans and friends and family.
Glódís, it really was the game of 2 halves. You guys came out dominant in the second half. What was said at halftime that you changed going into the second half that ultimately led to all of your goals?
It was just to try and find solutions, honestly. We were struggling a lot in our build-up. So it was just to find a different solution than maybe what we're used to. Arsenal were pressing us in a difficult way and making it really difficult for us. So we wanted to try and find something different that would work for us and that would give us momentum. So we decided to go a little bit more direct, a little bit more direct from our keeper, and then from there on we could play our game, and I think it worked and it gave us a lot of momentum. So I think we come into the second half with a completely different energy, and I'm really proud of how we are able to turn it around, and as well the subs and our whole team, the way that we're able to use every single player in a game like this. That's exactly what we need.
Georgia, a great win for you and the Bayern Munich girls. Talk to us about that momentum shift in that second half. What was kind of said in the locker room, because whatever was said clearly worked?
Thank you very much. If I'm being totally honest, we always struggle in this stadium in the first half. I'm not sure if it's nerves, I'm not sure if it's being in an abnormal stadium that we're not used to. But yeah, we came in at second half, we looked at some pictures, and from that moment we were able to dominate the game a little bit more, deal with the overloads, and that's when we were able to be more aggressive.
Georgia, did you have belief the entire time, or was it after getting that first goal that you felt you were back in it? Was it the second goal? When did you have this sudden confidence? Because we could see the shift. You could almost feel it from very far away.
I'd definitely say the first goal. I think coming out at half-time, we knew that it was going to be a completely different second half if we did and we executed exactly what we'd just talked about. But yeah, as soon as we got the first goal, we we pushed and we were super aggressive both in and out of possession, and we made sure that we were tight on the ball, and I feel like the game just completely opened up and was a very, very different game.
Georgia, I felt like when Pernille checked into the game, that was the moment everything changed. Can you give any insight as to why she didn't start?
I don't actually know how much I'm allowed to say, but she wasn't so good yesterday. She was feeling a little bit under the weather. But yeah, you can see the exact quality that she brings when she comes on the pitch. And yeah, whether it was a goal off the shin pad, it's a goal in the top corner, so we take it.
Renée, could you just sum up how you're feeling after that game?
Yeah, not good. Of course, because I think Bayern away is a hard game. The 2 games we played against them last year were tough encounters, very challenging games. And I think the way we start the game, it's really good. I think we dominate the game on the ball. I think we cause a lot of issues with our press against them, and they don't have the solutions. So first half was really good. But then it's a game of 2 halves, because the second half completely changes. I think especially after their goal, the 2-1 goal, they start to believe, and they become more pragmatic, or they more cynical. So they play long balls in behind. They go for second balls. They stack numbers high, and they played that game really well. And we didn't deal with it well enough tonight.
Thinking about how you managed the second half, is there anything you changed? Because it felt like the changes that Bayern made were the difference from what we'd seen in that first half.
Yeah, but I also think they changed the way they played. I think Klara Bühl was such a threat the whole game, especially second half. And but I think it's more the structure what they changed, and that was hard for us to deal with, where they got all the numbers high up against our back line.
How do you pick the team up? Because, of course, you came into this game off the back of that draw against Chelsea, almost a feeling of deflation because of the way things had gone out of your control. And then today it felt like a must win. You now have the North London derby at the weekend.
Yeah, no, it's tough. Of course, it was tough after Chelsea in a certain way, and today is really tough as well. But that's part of sport, and the players are strong. They go through things. They've done this so many times, and there's bigger and small things that they have to deal with as players. So they will deal with this one as well. And I'm sure everyone is looking forward to the Tottenham game and show our best side in 2 halves instead of only one.
Wow, what a win! How are you feeling? Amazing. Unbelievable comeback from us today. So I'm extremely happy.
And for you, you came off the bench, you scored the equalizer. What were you thinking in that moment?
Yeah, I don't know, that we needed one more, but just really happy that I could help the team with this.
And to get a win like this, so dramatic, in front of a crowd, 15,000 people here, what does that mean to you guys as a team?
It means a lot, and most of all the 3 points. It's so important for us that we get another 3 points in this tournament. So and then of course it's amazing to be at Allianz Arena in front of all the amazing fans. So I'm happy.
Congratulations on being named Player of the Match tonight. How do you feel?
Yeah, it still feels a bit unreal, to be honest. I think the first half we were not good. We were in halftime 2-0 down, so it was really, really tough. We also played not our best football, so in halftime we stick together, we improved our game, and I think the second half we were much better. We controlled the game a bit more and had our chances in front, and I think at the end we were really efficient in the box and scored the goals, and that's why we win at home, and it's so important.
Congratulations, a very dramatic win for your team tonight. How are you feeling afterwards?
Wow. So excited and so happy for the team. I think it was clearly one half for each team. In the first half we went through difficulties to beat the high pressing of Arsenal, and we conceded that 2 early goals that put so much pressure on us. I think we stayed calm. We went to the locker room to find solutions together, and I think in the second half we show up with a better version, and of course when you score the first goal you start to believe that it's possible, and that also helped a lot.
3 points, 3 goals, no goals conceded. It's just good work, right?
Yeah, very good work for us. I think we are in a good shape to face the next games that we have. And today was very important for us to get the 3 points, to get good feelings and the victory.
You're the winners. You were the better team. But do you agree that the Belgians, Leuven, played a really special game for a team that's so young, so inexperienced? Because I felt they made it difficult for you.
Well, I think they were really good defensively. I think it was a really tough game for us because they were very organized and they were ready to run in behind. I think they were really good, and for us it was a good challenge for today.
Marc, there's been a lot of talk about writing history, making history. That was history out there tonight, wasn't it?
You've summed that up beautifully. Yes, it was. It was a great performance, full of heart. It was worthy of a Disney performance. It's worthy of a Disney Channel. So, it had everything. I think it shows everything about my team. We wasn't good last week against Aston Villa on the weekend, so we needed to turn that around. We got the news of Fallon not being in, and Saf steps up and performs fantastically well. So it shows everything about my team, and I couldn't be prouder of them.
There was a very composed feeling after that Aston Villa defeat. You almost didn't seem too worried. What were those tweaks or what are those chats you're having that's making you come out with this performance tonight?
It's a great question. All I had to ask them was, were they happy with their performance? Were they happy as individuals with how we performed against Aston Villa? Did we have the right energy? Did we have the right commitment? Were we us? And the players answered emphatically, and they did it in the best way, which is on the field. You know, we talk with our voices, but actually actions speak way louder. And to see how they've done that tonight, even with the rotations based on the quick turnaround, it shows what a unique group of players we have. If you'd have said to me, we'd be sitting joint top of the Champions League table with 3 wins with Barcelona and Lyon, I'd have bitten your hand off. So fantastic to everybody, all staff involved, to our fans tonight who made a great energy for us. It's a great night.
Melvine, what a night for you. You got the first goal. You inspired this win tonight. How do you feel?
I feel so good for the team. I'm so happy for the team. And yes, that's so good. Good feeling, everyone here in Old Trafford, and that's the dream.
Can you talk me through that goal? You received the ball, you beat your defender perfectly, and it was such a cool finish. How did you do it?
Yes, Jay gave me a so good ball behind, and after his fight with my friend Mbok, and I win that, and now I know I'm in front of the goal, and I'm shoot for my left, and that's so good for me.
You're getting all the love from the fans tonight. How special was it to play and get this win here at Old Trafford?
Yeah, I love that. I feel that every time when I play here, and that is so good for the player. I would like to say thank you so much for everyone. Thank you for the fans, for the support, and it's for that. When we win, it's for us.
Jayde, you collected the Player of the Match award. It was a fantastic performance. Describe how you're feeling right now.
Full of emotions, honestly. That's my first ever Player of the Match for the club or for Champions League, so I'm absolutely buzzing. But I can't steer away. That's not just me on the pitch. It took every single player coming off the bench on the pitch. Saf, a huge shout out to her, to be her age and have that maturity and to play a game in the Champions League under the lights of Old Trafford. That takes a huge heart to step up, but the whole team stepped up, and that was just in the Manchester United DNA, so yeah.
So humble. Talk me through that pass to Melvine, because it was so incisive, it was so intelligent. How was that for you? What did you do in that moment?
Yeah, I mean, I think most people know me and Melvine are kind of like best friends on the pitch and off of the pitch. So I think I was saying before, you play with your best friends, you enjoy football. We practice all the time together. I know her strengths and she knows mine. So I know no defender wants Mel running at her. I know I don't. So if I put it over the top and I put it in her path, she's going to work her magic as she does, and she did.
Well, Fridolina, it's another goal in the Champions League for you. It's becoming a bit of a habit.
Yeah, I'm happy I can help the team. It was a good goal. I think that was a real, the whole team was involved in the goal, and we played really well. And in the end, Anna crossed, and it was easy for me to just put my head on it. So it was a nice goal.
Talk to me about playing at Old Trafford tonight. Such a special moment for you players to walk out at this ground. What did it mean for you as a player?
It was amazing. For me, it was the first time, and it was unique. It's such a historical stadium, and yeah, we heard the fans. They were fantastic, so we enjoyed that.
Jackie, not quite the result that you wanted here tonight, but talk me through that performance for you.
Yeah, I think we started off the first half quite well. I think in general we miss a bit of clinicality in both boxes, which is where we also lose the game, because that's where you win and lose the game. So I think it's we take the first goal a bit out of nowhere, I think, and we come back, we make the 1-1. I think we have a big chance to go up in the second half, and instead we take a goal, and then it's hard to break them down after that.
You have fond memories here in Manchester. Describe your emotions returning here tonight, meeting with Manchester United.
Yeah, it was really, really special. I got to see some of my best friends that are here, and I loved being here. This was one of my greatest time in football. So for me, it was it was really special to be here, and especially to play at Old Trafford, which is always a dream. So it was very special for me, and I would have liked to win the game though.
How do you see the game overall?
Thank you. It was a difficult game because they had a lot of ball, and we tried to steal the ball and get the chances to score. They scored first, so it was tough, but at the end we are so happy because we get the 3 points.
How important is this result for the upcoming matches?
It's so important. Next game will be against Lyon, so it will be a really difficult one. But as today, we will try to push and be together and try to do everything on the pitch, and we'll see.
Barbara, tell us about your goal. You had a fantastic head up. What do you thought in your goal?
I don't know. I saw the cross. Then my teammates, Michela Cambiaghi, she jumped, so I didn't see the ball. So when the ball came, I just tried to push as strong as I can. And when I see the ball inside, I was really, really happy.
And finally, what do you think on the new format of the UEFA Champions League?
I really like, because we have the chance to play 6 different teams. So it's nice. And maybe we have the chance to go through. So I think it's nice.